Simcha, celebration, Simcha, Simcha, celebration of life.
Hi, welcome to Simcha, a celebration of life. I'm your host, Eitan Berger. Hasidic or Jewish music is made up of melodies that have evolved throughout the long course of Jewish history. In some instances, Jewish music is of a more religious nature, and spiritual songs are common in Jewish services throughout the world, while at other times it is of a secular nature. As Velvel Pasternak writes, the importance of music in the life of Jewish people is found almost at the beginning of Genesis. Musicians are mentioned among the three fundamental professions. Music was viewed as a necessity in everyday life, as well as a beautifying and enriching complement of human existence. Chazzan Eliezer Auerbach explains more.
Usually, the Hasidic music would be a melody that is placed on verses from the Torah or from the prayers, and we know that music creates a certain mood. So you could have happy tunes, and you can have tunes which are sad tunes. And so it creates a certain vibe. For instance, in shul, in prayers, you have certain, when you say, you wanted an example, when you say Chatasi, Aviti, Pashati, so there's the nigun, Oshamnu, Bogadnu, that type of thing. You can't go and start singing a Simintov song for that type of vibe. And then you can't do that when you have a bris and everybody's bursting out of happiness and everybody goes out and dances, so then you have a fast melody to express that happiness. And actually, at the time that the temple was built, so the Levites used to sing when a person would bring a sacrifice. And I heard that when a person brought a sacrifice of happiness, like a thanksgiving offer, they would sing a song that fitted that occasion. And they would sing a fast melody or, a happy melody. And when it was a person who was bringing a sacrifice for sin, a korban chatat, they would sing a song that would bring a person to repent and to do tshuva. And so you see, that's the power of music. Music is done through harmony. So the more instruments you have, if it's done in the correct way, with a conductor who knows what they're doing, it sounds amazing. And then when you have a choir, each person has their own mission, and then it all comes together beautifully. In mitzvot, it's also like that. There's three sections in the Jewish people. You have the Kohanim, the Levim, the Israelim, the priests, the Levites, the Israelis, and each one has their mission and their commandments that the one does and the other doesn't. So, but when they're all together, you combine them all together, so then you've got all the mitzvah together being performed. And also with the learning of the Torah, so then each person is supposed to learn with a partner. You're supposed to be teaching Torah, so it also is done as not on your own. It's done together with other people. And music also comes out in a beautiful way when it's done through other people.
Eliezer Auerbach has come from a long musical dynasty. He is the grandson of legendary Chazzan Yitzhak Brown, who served as the Chazzan for 35 years in a New Jersey synagogue, while his great-grandfather was the chief Chazzan of the main shul in Vienna before World War II. With this kind of musical pedigree, it comes as no surprise that Eliezer is a passionate musician who has recorded his first album in Israel and South Africa.
Shomer
there's no set rules of how you go to compose the music. I feel that the best song that I would be able to compose is when it starts from the words. So when you have certain words, usually, as we said, it's from the davening, from the prayers, or from the Torah, and you sit down, and sometimes it just happens while you're walking. It can happen while you're in a shiur. So a melody comes to you. I find, if you ask when there's the most inspiration, I would say that it is Shabbat, as it says that a person receives an extra soul on Shabbat, and I find that that is the time that I have the most inspiration to compose music. The music that I've composed has been over a long period. I started composing music when I was 12 years old. And it's been so, on the shelf over the years. About 2 years ago, a member of my family got quite seriously ill. And thank God has recovered 100%. But, that awakened me, that life is vulnerable. And it gave me a push to actually go ahead with publishing and putting out an album of my songs. Because my music is classical Hasidic music, in Israel is the place where they produce lots of albums which the music has a similar feel of what I would like my album to have. But I must tell you that the way it works, it's very interesting. Some people think that you get the whole band together and they all play. It doesn't work like that. At least in a lot of albums that are done, I know that my arranger goes to the drummer, sits down with him for a full day and does the drumming with him. And he gives him the energy, to do it the way he wants it to be done. And then he sits with the guitar and also sits down with him and gives him the way he wants it. And then he does the brass section and then the violins, the string section. And it creates a different feel when there's the energy of the arranger and he encourages them to get to the sound that he wants to achieve in the end. So my arranger came here to South Africa. He was very excited to come, and we started recording. And it was a Sunday, and we had this idea. I'm still not sure if it was my idea or his idea, but we won this with the same vision. Why don't we just do the song in Zulu? And we sang the song in Zulu, and we saw that actually it fits beautiful. So I made some phone calls, and we managed to get the lead singer in the choir, and he came here on Sunday, and it was 2:00 in the afternoon, and we got him to sing the song in Zulu, and it sounded amazing. And it was just that combination of the choir singing in the Hebrew in the background and him singing the Zulu to the words of a Mishnah that a sage, Rab Tarfon, said, around 2,000 years ago. And I was advised that the Wits choir would be the best for this sort of thing. And I phoned the guy, and he said he'll bring some guys, and that's how it happened. The achievement of that I would like to have through my music mainly is that the music should light the text in a certain way. Often a song comes out and you start questioning what are the words and what does the words mean, and that's through the music. So that if I'm doing the right thing and I manage to get the right melody for the right words, that would be my accomplishment. And actually, we say every day in our prayers, there's words that we say, which is Habocher b'shirei zimra, which means that God chooses the song that we sing. And I was thinking that it could be that the shir is the words and zimra is the melody of the words, and God chooses which melody fits the right words.
We've come to the end of this week's episode of Simcha. It's been a pleasure to have you join us. If you'd like to catch up on any previous episodes, please log on to our website, www.spiritsister.co.za. From myself, Eitan Berger, and the whole team here at Simcha, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.